Go. So CJ Carr, everybody, Notre Dame's latest commitment, 2024 quarter. I almost said 23, CJ. I could have started a whole new rumor thing with that. But CJ Carr joining the show. So CJ, thank you so much for being with us. And I know all the people in this chat are loving the fact you're rocking Notre Dame gear right now.
I'm excited to do it. Honestly, I'm happy to be a part of the culture.
So, CJ, you kind of mentioned, you gave a quote to John Garcia from SI All-American about, you weren't really in a rush to make a decision. You wanted to, you had to balance that. I want to recruit for the school I'm going to with, but I got to make the right decision. How did you kind of manage that these last few months? As because you had mentioned you thought about committing earlier. What made that not the right time, but this the right time for you to make your decision?
Yeah, I think that I had known that I wanted to go to Notre Dame for a while now. And this last visit kind of just pushed it over the edge. Honestly, the coaching staff was unbelievable, and I had a great time on campus and connecting with some of the top kids in the country.
What was it about as you kind of lead into the last couple of weeks? What was the thing that just finally put you over the edge? And I know you said the visit, but what was it that finally kind of put you over the edge and said, you know what? Not only is Notre Dame the right place, which you said you've known, but now's the right time.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I'd known since probably the spring that I wanted to go to Notre Dame. I was supposed to go down south for some visits this last weekend, and I went to my dad and I was like, why are we going on these visits? I know where I want to go to college. I know where I want to play, and so it was Notre Dame, and there's no other better place in the country. I've been everywhere, and Notre Dame is just different.
Your relationship with Coach Rees, I know you want to go somewhere that you can be developed. I mean, who wants to go play for a coach that can't develop their ability, right? You obviously have been able to connect with Coach Rees. Can you just share with Notre Dame fans just a little bit about what that relationship has developed into, and how was that an important part of you ultimately making a decision want to be at Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think the relationship started.
And we lost him.
So
I don't think CJ really wanted to talk about Coach Rees. He's going to come back with us. He'll get back with us. But
there he is.
Yeah, he's coming back. That's what happens sometimes when you're on the phone. Here we go. You just wanted to leave everybody hanging, like you don't really. Okay, I know they want to hear about me and Coach Rees, but I'm going to hang a little bit. So
I have to warn you guys. My phone is at 3%. It might die on you guys, but I'll keep going as much as I can.
No worries, buddy. So I think that's the big one, though. There's two big questions people want to get to. Number one is the relationship with Coach Rees. So what was that like for you? How important was that in your decision?
Yeah, it had started from day one, honestly, when I was on campus for the first time. I really connected with him the first time we were on campus, and then the relationship just continued to grow throughout the months and months of my recruiting. I'd been calling him once or twice a week for a while now, and it was just awesome.
All right. Go ahead, Vince.
I was just going to say, we're talking about relationship with coaches. There was obviously a coaching change at Notre Dame for the head man, job. Talk about your relationship with Coach Freeman and kind of how that, materialized and matured and all of that moving forward.
Yeah, that was a relationship that almost sealed the deal for me, really. He's just inspirational to listen to, and that's a guy that I would want leading my program, honestly. He really cares for the culture in the school and as a whole. Honestly, he's amazing to listen to. I brought my mom and my two cousins on campus this last weekend, and within 5 minutes of them talking to him, they were all in love. It was awesome.
Well, the cool thing is he is now leading your program, so or your future program. Last question, CJ, and we'll try to get this before your phone dies. What's next for you? I know Notre Dame's got a big recruiting weekend. Are we going to see you, up on campus? Like, what's the next step for you? Obviously, personal developing as a player. You've got, 2 seasons of football left. You want to win a championship. But from a Notre Dame standpoint, what's next for CJ Carr now that you've made this decision?
Mm-hmm. I'll be back on campus this Saturday to get around some of the 2023 kids for their official visits. And then from then it's, obviously focus on my high school season, but also recruit this 2024 class. This 23 class is a special class. Everyone can see that, number 1 or number 2 in the country right now for recruiting classes. But I want to do the same thing in the 2024 class.
If we can get this last one in, how important is it for you to connect with the 23 kids? Because obviously you've been building. I mean, Cam Williams said he's known you for a year. You and Jack Larson know each other for a while. How important is it for you to connect, not just with the 2023 commits, but some of the uncommitted kids, the Jaden Greathouses, the Jeremiah Loves, the Richard Youngs? How important is it for you to connect with those guys as well?
Honestly, it's just as important as connecting with the 24s. You know, these are the kids that I'm going to come into in the 2024 year. I'm going to be coming in and playing with these kids. You know, they're going to be a year ahead of me. They're going to be a little bit more developed and ready to play. And so these are the kids I'm going to be learning from and really getting to know.
CJ, thank you so much for joining us. Anything you'd like to leave Notre Dame Nation with before you get back to celebrating with your family?
Let's go win a national championship.
And we had to show that picture of you and your grandpa too, just the smile on his face, you know.
Yep,
I love how you forced that Notre Dame hat on him, but just a proud grandfather.
Yeah, I forced it.
Really proud grandpa, man. So I really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Bye-bye.